What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video, we are going to be doing a follow-on video from our top 10 most OP cards, and this is the top 10 best overall cards. The last video, we focused more on low-rated players, and this video is just going to be the best overall player. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Also, I really did enjoy making this because I'm going to say this right now, 2K20 is the least I've enjoyed any 2K game, and at least getting to look back on some of the older 2K My Team games, getting to watch some of these cards, I did actually get some enjoyment, a little bit of nostalgia anyway. But yeah, so that is pretty much it. If you guys want to see some of the best lower overall players, I did make a most overpowered list, but this video right here is going to be the best overall. Also, if there is any footage that I did not use, a link will be in, that I did not make that I use in here. If there's any footage that is not exactly my own, I think a few of the videos, because obviously the games are gone, I can't really get the footage, but links will be in the description. But anyway, now let's get on to it. At number 10, we have got 2K15 Zach LaVine. Yeah, he was only the best player in the game for a couple of months, then they patched the dunking, but this card, like, I can't. I get it, he was a 72 overall. It doesn't matter. This 72 overall was better than the 99 overall LeBron. This 72 overall was better than most of the cards in this game. This card right in here. This card was the most overpowered thing in the game. And unlike someone like a Mirasan star this year who was overpowered for about a day, he was overpowered for so long. This card was unstoppable. You held L2 and ran at the basket, it was a dunk every time. And it was the easiest thing ever. Like, those initial seeds were so easy to win where you couldn't use your best squads in the game, because you always just came up against guys who didn't exactly know who Zach LaVine was, and if you saw that the other team wasn't running Zach LaVine when they could only have 1 silver or 3 golds, you basically knew it was an automatic win, because this was the literal best card in the game for the guts of 2-3 months, which was nuts. At number 9, we've got one player from 2K13, and there's a lot of great players that you could choose from. I'm going to go with Hakeem Olajuwon for a number of reasons. First of all, he was super quick for a big man. Second of all, dunks were unblockable, so all of his standing dunks, like, you literally couldn't block dunks in this game. It was a flawed mechanic. So all his standing dunks were great. And one of the big things was that the post move up and under was broken. A lot of people talk about the Euro step 3-pointers in 2K13. A lot of people talk about like the Andre Iguodala and stuff. But the vast majority of 2K13 was played inside the 3-point line. Yeah, you can win shooting threes, but not that many people tried to do it. Even the Euro step threes, normally it wouldn't win you a game against a good player. However, in the post game, the up and under was unguardable. I remember in my career, I had a 2-guard and all I did was up and unders. It was unguardable, and Hakeem was the single best player at that. He was also really quick for a center, rebounded really well, and had a great mid-range shot, which at the time was a huge deal. So yeah, Hakeem is going in here for 2K13 at number 9. At number 8, we have got 2K19, in my opinion, the best card in this game. The Galaxy Opal Andre Kirilenko. Obviously, a lot of people would probably have had better times, more memories of the Andre Kirilenko card that was a pink diamond, or even the diamond card. Heck, everyone was running him a point guard in 2K. But this card right here, he had some of the best dribble moves in the game. He was the best defense player in the game. He had base 11, which was the best release in the game by a mile last year. Like, that release, it was almost uncontestable. As well as that, he had the leaner. He had the normal 4 leaner. In an era before the quick stop, the leaning shot was more overpowered than anything else. So you didn't need the quick stop in NBA 2K19. Heck, I don't even think you could quick stop. However, literally, it was a case of you just pressing the square button, he'd rise up, make a shot, he could play inside, he had Hall of Fame dimer, no position lock, so most people ran him a point guard. Andre Kirilenko, in my opinion, he was like the epitome of 2K19. He summed the whole game up and was, in my opinion, the best card in this game, even over Opal Giannis and Shaq. At number 7, we're going into this year, and it's James Wiseman. I honestly don't think any card's going to come out for the rest of this year that is better than James Wiseman and the other guy on this list, so I think we fairly set for these 10. But James Wiseman has got a dribble glitch type tween, so he can get up and down the floor really well. He can't normally shoot corner threes. Obviously, I hit a very rare one there, but like, he can just tween up the floor, dribble glitch. His dunking is unbelievable. One of the best releases in the game, the Chris Bosh release, when he's not in the corners. He's 7'1", an elite defensive player, super quick, basically he may as well have 99 in every single stat. His dunking is incredible. This card is like, I don't even know how to describe him. If you put this exact, obviously this year's game is a bit different, but if you put this exact card into any other 2K, it's without question the best player in the game. It's just that obviously there's a whole bunch of OP cards in NBA 2K20. Like, again, his hop step's elite. Like, he's just almost unstoppable. He is the second best player in this game, and I don't think it's particularly close between him, number one, and everybody else. I think these two guys are streets ahead of everybody else in this game. At number 6, we are going to Michael Jordan from 2K14. And I don't necessarily even talk about things to Diamond. Like, every Michael Jordan was ridiculous, and they were all ridiculous in different ways, which was the great thing. There was the 90-91 Jordan, who was the best dunking Jordan and the fastest, most athletic, and there was the 95-96 who was the best shooting. There was the Diamond, who was a way better shooter. However, the funny thing with the Diamond was that he actually wasn't as athletic as the 1991 Jordan. Back in 2K14, nearly every card had some sort of a weakness. You obviously sacrificed athleticism for the jump shot, and it all depended on your playstyle. I personally preferred the more athletic Jordan because I could go to the basket, because those leaning mid-range shots went in a ton. However, most people I know did prefer the more kind of jump shooting varieties of Jordan. Like, that leaning shot right there was so OP. It was almost unguardable in the game that year. Most people preferred the shooting ones, but that was the thing. In this game, in my opinion, the 3 best cards in the entire game were all Michael Jordan. Yeah, LeBron was good, Harden was good, but in my opinion, 91 Jordan, 1991 Jordan, 96 Jordan, and this Diamond Jordan were the 3 best cards in NBA 2K14 in my team. And honestly, any one of them could be here. At number 5, we have got the best card from my favorite 2K game ever, NBA 2K17, Tracy McGrady. This card, I'm pretty sure, came out in February or late January, and he was the best card in the game the entire way. This is when Limitless Range was Limitless Range. Like, right now, Range Extender is good, but like, nothing compares to the way Range Extender or Limitless Range was in NBA 2K17. Only, I think, 10 cards in the game had the badge, but man, this Tracy McGrady just felt different. Not only was he the best dunker in the game, as well as arguably being the best defensive card in the game, he was 6'8", everyone played him point guard. This was back when you could actually dribble in 2K games, where you could break people down, and even off ball, you could just destroy them with dribbling. However, that Range Extender or Limitless Range was just crazy. It was crazy, and as much as I did like the other cards in the game with that badge, T-Mac was obviously the best. And the funny thing was, 2K17 Limitless Range, if you just ran a bunch of Limitless Range plays, you're probably going to win. That badge in that game is the most overpowered badge in my team history. No question. And then from my favorite 2K, it's my second least favorite, only above 20, NBA 2K18, and it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. This card right here, man, he was tough. Like, he could go to the basket. Like, he was so tough to play against. He was the best dunker in the game. He was the fastest player in the game. Heck, he was one of the only players that had enough length. He couldn't stop the blow-by, but to recover from the blow-by. He was one of the few players that have enough length to do that. Everyone played him point guard or center. He had like superhuman strength. He had superhuman length. Heck, no one could play defense in this game. Nobody could play defense, so it didn't matter about his defense. And the fact is, he was long enough to get blocks. Like, this was a game where you basically had to go and chase down somebody if you ever wanted to get blocks, or if you ever wanted to get stops, and Giannis was the best at that. As well as that, with the blow-by animation, he was literally unguardable. A really good jump shot, really good release in this game, and by far the best player in NBA 2K18. At number 3, we have got any NBA 2K16 Steph Curry, post-February, when they gave him half-court range. Yeah, to break the game, Steph Curry was a thing, but I mean, like, in around February, they added the Limitless Range badge for Curry, and I mean, a lot of cards had the badge, but Curry was different. Whether it was the Diamond Curry, the MVP Curry, or the normal Amethyst Curry, Curry literally had half-court range. As well as that, yeah, he couldn't dunk. Dunking was important back then, don't get me wrong, but he had an unblockable scoop layup where the ball went about 15 feet in the air, and it was just mad. Like, that layup right there was almost unblockable. I'm surprised 2K haven't given him that layup again, maybe because it was a little bit too overpowered, but this Steph Curry, after winning his first MVP, didn't matter what version it was. Obviously, this Diamond version was the best, and I don't think it was particularly close. Like, the Diamond version definitely was the best, but all the cards, Steph Curry may have had the 3 best cards in this entire game. At number 2, we have got Melo Pink Diamond from 2K15. Funnily enough, this card wasn't even a 99 overall. I love 2K15 because you couldn't see overalls and people didn't necessarily care about too much overalls. It was just whoever played best was the best player, and this Carmelo Anthony card was the best player in this game. I was contemplating putting in 2K15 Dr. J, and the more I've heard other people's like memories of this game, and the more I just watch videos, this Melo was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. The best shooter in the game by a mile. I don't know what it was with this game with shot contests, but Carmelo Anthony's release, it was almost uncontestable. Back, obviously you're not seeing it here, but the double tap square spin jumper from mid-range was basically an unstoppable shot with Carmelo Anthony, and you gave him an inch of space with any of his cards, he was basically auto makes. And this card right here also became one of the best posts, had the best post fadeaway in the game, had the best driving dunk in the game, one of the best finishing in the game, and was just overall and everything the best card in the game. And at number 1, it's hard to argue. It is really hard to argue against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from this year. It is like 99 every single stat. So you can't argue someone's better stats-wise. Every badge in the game, Hall of Fame. A super quick release. As well as that, a dribble glitching behind the back so we can just walk through people. The Skyhook, which, while it's not the greatest thing in the world, like it's not that OP. However, in a game where post hooks are overpowered, you can literally Skyhook from the free throw line. As an elite post fadeaway, he's got 99 every stat. A 7'2" player, got like a 7'10" wingspan, got like extendo arms. He's the best offensive player in the game. He's the best defensive player in the game. He's one of the better one of the top probably 15-20 shooters in the game. He's the best player at every single position. He also can play center, so if you play a slow center, you can't guard him. If you can run him as a pick and roll ball handler, pick and roll screener, you can literally do everything with this card. He is a perfect card. Every other card maybe has a little bit of flaws. This is by far the best card in the history of my team, and I don't think it's particularly close. The only thing that makes him not way ahead is the fact that James Wiseman exists, and there's 2 great centers. So anyway, that is the video. This video is obviously a video we made last year, and we updated a few players in, and also there's a few players I forgot last year. Like I forgot Levine, and honestly, this list is a lot of good memories because I have enjoyed a lot more 2K games, or I've enjoyed the previous games a lot more than I enjoyed 2K20. So I really do enjoy getting to look back on all of these older cards. And while obviously not getting to play with them, at least getting to watch myself or others using the cards. And I don't know. Maybe relive some of those old memories from back when 2K used to be a fun video game. Fingers crossed 2K21 is, I don't even care if it's good or not, just fingers crossed it's fun. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. That is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
I think you only love me cause I'm poppin'. This a layup, this a rebound, then it's Rodman. Tyson with the fade, not the hair, my hands rockin'. When I link with ball point, you know it's not.